Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Hi. I'm on live, guys. Let's see who else. Come on, people. Come on. Let's get this party started. Come on, guys. Don't click off yet. I got a surprise coming your way. How are you guys doing? Oh, yes, I did see that. That was crazy. I don't want to be involved in there because I want to get back home safe. Crazy. And it's supposed to be going on all week. What's my surprise speaker? I have a surprise speaker coming on. And I don't see them. Hi. Hello. Come on, guys. I'm waiting for a few more people to come back in.
Wait, what did she say?
Let me see what it says here.
My mom said to come in here.
Okay, guys.
Hey,
There you go. Hi, everyone.
oh my God, how's quarantine for you?
It's quite okay. Okay. It's good.
Yeah,
It's good. Yes, I'm hanging in there.
your hair is super long.
I just cut it like an inch.
It looks good. I cut my bangs like an inch from like here. It's up to here now, but it was this long. And my hair's getting long too.
Yeah.
I got the two-tone going. Look, I got black and then it's all brown. You see that?
That's what I have up to here. Do you guys see that? We need our beauticians.
Oh my God, yes. You're not kidding. It's crazy. So
Yeah.
listen, I wanted to see what you've been doing with your quarantine time, on your spare time. Have you done those free seminars I mentioned to you?
No.
No.
You want to see what I've been doing?
What have you been doing?
My nails.
Oh, it doesn't take you 12 weeks to do your
You
nails.
guys like my nails? No, I'm really going to show you guys what I've been doing for 12 weeks, guys. And you're not going to believe what I've been doing. Now sit down, sit tight, and watch. This is what I've been doing. Mm-hmm.
Eating? Yeah, I can relate.
Do you see the candies, guys?
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Listen, so I know that I put on a few pounds this pandemic, not going out much, not walking much, whatever. I get it. Because, 7 days a week, we're on to something, right, Molly?
Yeah.
So I didn't want to get on that weight machine. But I feel it, right? So I said, listen, I'm not going to be able to do anything about it if I don't find those numbers. So guess what?
What?
I stepped on the scale and I couldn't believe it.
Oh my God. You lost 15 pounds.
Well, I wish. Yeah, thank you. I actually gained 10 pounds.
Wow.
I don't know because my hair grew a little bit.
Guys, this is what I'm doing. Quarantine time.
No, that's what got me 10 pounds heavier. You can't be
I am
doing
not
that.
kidding, guys.
Listen, so one of the projects I've been working on, Molly, is that I'm trying to set up, I changed some of the things here, and I'm trying to see if I can set up a corner, like a studio
Yeah.
type. So that's what I've been working on, and I did a couple of free seminar trainings,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I want to see me and you start working on it in regards to it. I still have a lot of research to do. I don't know anything about podcast. I don't know anything. I don't know how to log on. I don't know anything about it. You know, I
Well,
used to think it's just an iPhone thing. I believe you don't need an iPhone to to access.
I got two iPhones, so if that's what we need, we'll get it on and popping, guys.
Well, I mean, we have to do research. Times have changed, so
Yeah.
and we'll see. You know, because I'm taking advantage. I got myself a certification while I've been home.
Yeah.
So now in 9 months, I've earned two certification, and I've done actually I've done three free seminars, and
Mm.
I did a whole leadership life coaching training in three
Mm-hmm.
months as well. So I know that it's been a rough year for a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
but this year at the same time for me has come with a lot of blessings and a lot of achievements, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And so tell me how you've been doing with your projects.
What kind of projects? It all depends.
Which whichever you want to share.
There's a lot of projects on the works.
So which you don't want to share any of them?
Well, I'll share a little bit, guys. We only got two viewers right now. Guys, we need more viewers. So,
That lies. It always says 2 viewers on one, but there's actually more people that write at the same time.
yes. Can you see them writing?
Yes.
Okay. So, I've basically just been going in the computer, studying a lot of things for YouTube, editing, music, effects, sounds, layouts, things of that nature that I've learned quite a lot. Um, I've reached out to a few companies and they have contacted me for sponsorship. So that's a plus.
Good for you.
So, um, the fact that they contacted me back and said they were interested, it's something positive to continue on looking for more companies that are willing to sponsor me, um, and let the hustle continue.
That's right. You just got to go get it. You
Yeah.
know. I just recently today did a video. I haven't posted it yet to my YouTube, but it's pretty much about the positive mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, one of the things besides being positive is just you really have to believe. You know, and once you get the belief system established, then it's just a matter of intentions and taking the steps to make it happen. You
Yeah.
know, people have this wrong perception that, you know, we all have dreams, we all have wishes. Yes, we
Mm-hmm.
all do. But in order for those dreams and wishes to come true, you literally have to take steps. You have to put intentions into those
Yes.
wishes and dreams becoming a reality, even if there's
Yes.
fails that comes in between. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah, you
rocks
got it.
being thrown, and you know, curves of things are like that. But yes, you can dream and wish all you
Yeah.
want, but
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, if you don't get up and take any steps to try to make these dreams and wishes
Yeah.
manifest, they're
Mm-hmm.
just going to remain exactly as they are, dreams. You know, in
Yes.
order to make them reality, you have to,
Yeah.
you know, move forward and take those actions. You know, and even if they give you 100 no's, if you just keep at it, there's going to be a point and someone's going to say, yes, you know what? And it might be your biggest opportunity.
Yeah. Because a lot of people have goals, they have dreams, but that doesn't come straight to you. You have to take the steps. You have to manifest it out there. You have to put it out there to the universe. You have to study. You have to research. You have whatever you have to do, Google, YouTube, learn and understand what are the necessary steps, because it's not going to be put right here in your hands. You have to go after it. And once you go after it and you work for it and you know what you're talking about, then those answers start coming to you and you're going to see progress. And it's not a fast progress, guys. It's not a fast progress, but
It's
you
not
have to
overnight. It
continue.
takes time.
It takes time. You have to continue. It's a big hustle. You can't give up. You got to keep going and keep going. And you know what? The only way to success is by failing maybe once. And that's how you learn. You learn from your
And can I
failure.
tell you something? If we're gonna be realistic, and you know that you and I, we've been conducting business since the late teens, right? And we know how business is. I can almost guarantee anybody, you're not going to fail once. You're gonna fail more than once.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely. You
So,
know,
it was an example. Even if you feel you failed once, that one failure is the learning lesson that you need.
absolutely.
That's the lesson that you need right there. So,
That
right off the beginning, that failure, it's already a success.
it's already. I like to call that a win-win. That's what
Yeah.
we call a win-win.
Mm-hmm.
Learning from the possibilities of doing
Yeah.
something different,
Yeah.
thinking outside of the box,
Mhm.
reaching.
And
Um,
taking that, it's very important to take that first step. That first step will help you immensely because you put it out there already and people are expecting it. So that in itself is a boost to you to getting out there and learning more. Nowadays, people don't use the library. The library is very, very useful to you. It's quiet. They have books. They have the internet there. They have the librarians there to help you. There's a lot of things and a lot of different ways to learn nowadays. Yeah, I know we're locked down a little bit at a time is opening up, but be sure that when everything does open up, go to those libraries. Go back to the old school and do the research yourself. Read it, highlight it, buy the book, and reread it again if you have to. And
Absolutely.
basically, there's always going to be a friend of yours that possibly have the same thing in common and reach out. Never feel afraid to reach out. Throw that text message, that DM, that messenger message. I want to sit down and talk to you. Let's have a meeting. Let's communicate.
Right.
I'll give you my thoughts. Give me your thoughts. What's your input? This is my input. Two minds will always work better than one.
Absolutely. 100%. a
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm very happy with everything that you've been working on this year, your projects. I see that you're glowing, that you're happy. I know it's something that you've been wanting to do for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very happy that you're taking action right in your hand and being able to get out there and get your feet wet. And you
Yeah.
said something very important before. You said you have to take the first step, right? That
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much what oh, my camera is falling. Give me a second. That's one of the secrets, by the way, right? So it's funny because I came across a quote the other day and I wrote it down, and it says it may not be exactly this quote, but something to the effect, and it says, just take the first step.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to see the whole stairways, just take the first step.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
this was said by Martin Luther King Jr.,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
because if you take little steps at a time, you're gonna get to your destination.
Yeah.
There are times now I learned this from The Secret.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you're here in New Jersey and you want to go and you drive and you want to take a long drive to California, right? You don't see California from New Jersey, but every 200 feet that you drive, that your headlight
Mm-hmm.
brightens up or shines up, lets you see 200 feet ahead, which
Yeah.
allows you to continue to move forward until
Yeah.
you go to California. But
Mm-hmm.
you did that with 200 feet ahead of you at a time.
Yeah.
You didn't see California from your beginning, from your starting point, right?
Yeah.
So
Start.
that's how you have to think of, the people have to think of, projects, things that they want to achieve, that they
Mm-hmm.
want to accomplish, things that they want to try, things that they want to create, event,
Mm-hmm.
um, like that. They have to have some sort of
Yeah.
mindset of that. I may not see the end results yet now, but what steps can I take now to
Mm-hmm.
start getting me closer to that
Yeah.
destination?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So
yeah, like I said, a few of the steps to do now that we are quarantined, locked down, isolated, whatever it may be to you. Um, take that time. I'm pretty sure if you don't have a cell phone, I'm sorry, a laptop, a tablet, just use your plain old cell phone and Google things. Don't just Google one website. Google few different websites and just read on, and then that will take you to another page, will take you to another page. Oh, I didn't think about that. This sounds interesting, and go on to the next page, and you continue the cycle. The cycle will
Yes.
always continue because it'll give you suggestions on the topic that you're looking for, and just keep on reading. And that's the only thing we can do now, staying closed in closed doors and not being able to go out there and possibly get more.
I think you froze.
Like I was having a phone call. Sorry, you guys. So, you know, just continue the research. You could join Facebook topics in itself. There's Facebook pages, which is things that are interested to you, and they give a lot of information. So use your Facebook to your advantage as well. There's a lot of what do you call them, groups to join in the specific topic that you want to learn. And if you don't know anything, you could just type it right in there and they'll answer you. So there's a lot of different ways to find out information. And with what they tell you, now you go back into your internet, you go back into your Google, and you put in their response to see if it's the same information that you just Googled once again. And
Right.
that's how you learn.
Right. One of the things that I think is very important that I personally love is like self-talk. You know what I'm saying? It's like I understand that many people maybe design these websites, these links, these articles, these books, right, online for us, resources, right? But really, when we take the initiative to say, I want to learn, I want to seek, I want to understand, I want, and you start seeking and you start to learn all these wonderful things, all these great things that you've either never knew, never heard of, maybe thought that it could have been difficult to be done, but doing a little research made you realize, hey, listen, I can do this, right? So one of the things that I really love is doing things that are self-taught. Like a lot of people don't know this, but when I started my career, it had just barely Microsoft Excel launched. Nobody really knew much about Excel, and I had already graduated college that I didn't have the privilege of learning in school. So YouTube comes about, and a few years later, I happened to search little tricks for Excel, which are I say little tricks, but they're very complicated formulas and whatnot. And thanks to those YouTube videos, it only took for me to take the time, have motivation, invest myself into it, right? Practice it, and to this day, it's made me an expert at Excel, and it's actually helped my career. It has helped me excel. So that's just one example, but there's been many, many other things that I've been able to learn utilizing this platforms that are given to us, this social media. If you remember one time, maybe like 4 years ago, and you needed a kitchen cabinet to be installed. You remember that?
Yes.
And we went into YouTube and we looked it up, and sure enough, you and I both were able to install it, right?
Yeah, we
And
installed it.
to this day, it's still holding, right?
Yeah, of course, definitely.
And we did it with what do you call that little thing that has a little bubble?
A level.
The level, yes. We didn't even have a level. And one of the contractors, right? I don't know if you remember this. One of the contractors, a friend of mine, called me and was mocking us, right? Oh, you guys didn't even use a level. That's gonna fall or whatever. But what it really was is that we proved to the world that when you put your mind into doing something, you really can do it. And right now, when you check it, it's level, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's firm, it's strong, it's still standing. And I think what it was is because this contractor charged so much money per hour for their
Yeah.
job. And here I am. You and I got together, we teamed up. We said, we're going to learn this, we're going to try, and we did it. We accomplished it.
Yeah.
And you know what? All it took was just a little investment into learning, right?
Yeah.
But it goes to show you that we are able to learn everything and
Yeah.
anything. And it's not for anybody to get threatened. This poor contractor was possibly thinking we were going to go around and take his job and take his clients, and we were going to go installing cabinets.
Well, yes, because we already had a cabinet there. We looked at that one. And common sense, everybody knows that the beams are a certain amount apart from each other. And we know exactly where to put the screws. And that is still up there. It has never fallen. It's not loose. And it's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going. And you know what? And you know what? It costed this much because we did it. I'm sorry, guys, but if we can do it and we can YouTube it and Google it, we're gonna do it. Sorry.
Absolutely. We still have yet to touch base. Maybe another time we could touch base on making a video. I want to be able to show our people little tricks here and there on
Yes.
money saving, right?
Yeah.
Because women are perceived as wanting to always go out and shop and spend all this money and spend all day at the mall or the whole weekend at the mall. But you and I both know that you and I built a little bit different. We're kind of like the opposite, right? We do go out and buy some stuff.
Yeah.
But we also know that we never ever pay full price.
No, never pay. Never. Just because we're frugal does not mean that we either cheap or anything like that. We just smart buyers, basically.
We're smart buyers, we're smart savers.
Yeah.
You know?
And let me remind you as well. I had a little problem with my car, and I called you, and we YouTubed it. Remember that?
Yes.
The lighter went off, and I couldn't charge my phone. So I was going crazy. I said, "Oh my God, I'm gonna have to spend hundreds of dollars just for a lighter so I could charge my phone." So once again, we YouTubed it, went and got the fuse, looked for the spot.
I had to crawl under.
Yes.
I was like in an awkward position on my
Yes.
back under your steering wheel, behind the brakes.
Yes, took the fuse out, popped in that baby back up there, and it worked wonderfully, guys. That's another couple of hundreds right there, guys.
So you're saying is that you owe me a couple of $100?
And let me add one more very important one. I remember I had called you saying my pilot does not want to turn on.
Yes.
I called my plumber. It's on $360 just to get to you. I was like, what?
And it was freezing outside. Remember?
Freezing.
It was freezing. It was winter time.
Yes, it was freezing.
It was like one of those 10 degrees out.
Yeah. So I went downstairs. I went to where my pilot was. I looked for the name of the company, the model number. Ta-da! And here we get how to turn on the fuse. The pilot. We took the lighter. We pumped it like it said, right? And
you remember? I remember.
And it just
boom. It came on.
It came on. $360 just to come out and look at it. Meanwhile, they already knew that it's only a click away.
So you're saying that you owe me almost $650.
I'll be frugal and I'll find $600 and something worth and pay $10 and give it. I think that's a good plan right there. Hey, you didn't say how I was gonna give you the $600. You just said $600 worth.
That is true.
I just bought Vera Bradley purse. You know those little overnight
Yes,
bag like this duffel like this.
right.
$130. Okay, I have it to prove it to you, and I paid a big whopping $4 for it.
That's what I'm talking about.
See, and it's a brand name that I like, and you like her too.
Yes,
I wish I could show you the bag, but it's in that corner over there, and that
it's
requires me
fine.
to
I'll
move
see it.
that.
I'll see it soon. But anyway, I know that you've been quarantined for 12 and a half weeks. I know I started quarantine a week later, which is 11 and a half weeks.
Hmm.
Um, it's roughly 80 something days now at this point, right? I know that we are going into phase one and phase two, where businesses are going to be opening up within 2 weeks here in New Jersey, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
In Hampton County. And I believe it's outdoors seating
Yeah.
with distance. I'm not sure there's going to be inside seating. I still have to do some research and find out. I don't want to give wrong info, but little by little, the town is going to start opening up to the public, right? But
Yeah.
despite opening up, we still have to have many concerns. Not that we have to have many concerns. Sorry, we still have concerns as to how this virus is going to impact what the end result is going to be. So, how do you feel about um, restaurants and bars opening up, having outside open spaces, and knowing that still this virus can be flowing around?
Um, I think that they should open with that 6 foot. I would personally add more than 6 feet just to be safe and spread the tables. If it's a dining, spread them, but also make sure that whoever's cooking your food, whoever's handling that, must wear a mask, because as you all know, when you wear your mask and your gloves, you're not only protecting yourself, you're protecting the next person over. So
Right,
whoever is handling that kitchen, whoever is handling that bar or lounge or whatever it may be, you need to make sure that they still have their mask and their gloves. Now, if the people or whoever want to go out and they live together, I believe they could stand together and sit together. But when it comes to when it's strangers that you don't live in the same household, to me it has to be more than 6 foot. 6 foot is too close still.
right. But understand also, like I went for essentials grocery shopping a few days ago. I'm not sure it was Saturday or Friday. And there was a lot of people out. I did see that the majority did have masks and gloves, right?
Mhm.
Um, can I speak on that? Absolutely. But what I did notice is that what disappointed me was that I didn't see a lot of distance per se. Like there was
Mhm.
still people still too close to you.
Yeah.
Including I went to the bank and the bank has X marks so you can stand on your spot. And it was disturbing to see that you had clients standing on the marker and then the next client right behind between the next marker, and then it was like 3 feet almost. So people really need to be aware on
Yeah.
themselves. They've already been given tools,
Yeah.
knowledge, but it's really up to the person to give of themselves. And hey, oh, look at Freddie. Hi, Freddie.
Hi. But I wanted to add to what you just said. I wanted to add a little comment to what you just said about them standing 3 foot away from each other instead of six. You know what? A lot of people have their own ways and their own thinking. Some may care and some may not. Now,
Right,
you as your person, you have every right to say and stand 6 foot behind them and tell the
right,
people behind you if they could please step back their 6 foot as an individual. Anybody else can do whatever they feel comfortable with, It's what you feel comfortable and what you don't feel comfortable. Don't be afraid to speak out. I'm 6 foot away from you, but can you please stand 6 foot behind me? Other than that, there is really nothing else we can do when it comes to the rest of the world, except you protect yourself and protect
Protect
your
the others.
family
Hmm.
and whoever is with you. You need to make sure that you speak out. And I don't think that anybody should have any right to say or get upset because you're asking them to stand 6 foot away because you're protecting yourself.
Absolutely.
They should not get
Absolutely.
offended by that in any way, shape, kind, or form.
Yeah.
Speak up.
Unfortunately,
Speak
these
up.
are
You got to
these are
speak up.
absolutely speak up. Unfortunately, these are the times that we're living on in times of uncertainty. And yes, there's going to be people that do care, but we're also going to have those that don't care. So if they are a little too close, you also have the right to say, hey, can you please make sure you're 6 feet,
Yeah, because
distance from me?
you have people that say and have the mentality, I never get sick. I'm not gonna get that. I'm totally healthy. But then you have the other group of people that have underlying issues. They have heart issues. They have lupus. They have diabetes. They have cancer, and the list goes on.
Right,
So
absolutely.
their priorities are may not be the same priorities as somebody else, or you could be totally completely healthy and you still
Absolutely.
have the right to say, please stay 6 foot back.
Yeah, because even if you're healthy, right? Number one, if you have no symptoms, unless you have not gotten tested, you wouldn't know that you're
Yeah.
infected, right? And remember, there's so many out there that have absolutely no symptoms, which is the
They could be
scary part.
carriers.
This is carriers. This is the scariest part of this virus, right? But there are many that may be infected, have absolutely no symptoms, and then feel like they can just be a close proximity between the next person, not knowing that they can potentially hand over that virus to that host who may be a survivor of the things of you mentioned, like heart
Yeah.
problems, diabetes, lupus, fibromyalgia, and the list goes on. The
Yeah.
list goes on. Those who have low immune systems,
Low immune system.
infants, elderlies,
Lung
right?
problems. The list goes on. I mean, it's a ever-ending list. The
Right,
list is very large. But
right.
then you got those people that think, I've always been healthy. I've never gotten sick. I've never been to the hospital. I'm not gonna catch that. I'm strong enough. But then there are those that have ended up in the hospital, incubated, and they were healthy. They were going to the gym. They were eating healthy, and they were not able to handle uh, the the bug that's going on. It was too hard for them to handle, and some of them didn't even make it. And mind you, they were the healthiest of the healthy. So,
Yes.
be,
We're
be,
talking now in this country over 100,000 fatality. And the thing is that I remember when um, the numbers were being shared when it started to really hit hard our country. I would say like early March, mid March, right before the lockdown. I know that China was a little over 80,000 and we hadn't reached there. And in my mind, I was like, we're not going to reach there.
yeah,
And, sometimes in life you want to be right and sometimes you're wrong. And I wanted to be right. I'm like, no, we're not going to pass the 80,000. And I was wrong. And it saddens me that we're up to over
yeah,
$100,000 of people impacted, and all because many didn't understand and still to this day refuse to understand the importance of staying home.
yeah.
I'm so happy that you and I were able to bring awareness on this with that 1 minute commercial we did. I think that we had a lot of views. We were able to bring a lot of awareness to this. We received a lot of responses, a lot of inboxes, DMs, texts, comments, a lot of likes, right?
Hmm.
So it was very important for us, right? You and I, beauty twins, to reach out to the world. I'm thinking about us being able to do maybe something with phase one, phase two. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for phase one and phase two. Um, I mean, I think everybody is, right? We want to get back to what we know as normal life, although I don't think everything will go back to normal as we know it. There is definitely going to be a lot of changes that we're going to have to incorporate, a lot of changes that we have to now adapt to, right? But at the same time, I'm really excited to get back out there. I miss um, human contact, human interactions. I miss going into the office and being able to work in that environment. I work every day from home, including weekends, right? But when you work from home and you attend to your child from home and then homework or, everything you got to do, it's actually too much doing from home, right? I need the change of environment, but I'm definitely excited. But I have to say, I'm not going to say to worry because it's not what I want to put into existence, right? I don't want to speak that into existence. I want to believe and I want to know that everything is going to turn out fine. Everything's going to be all right. And this all shall pass. But that does not mean that I don't have concerns in the public, what's to come when it's time for everybody to go out there, or is the public going to make a decision of actually still staying home a little bit more prior to all of this? Or
I think some of them will. They're just waiting for phase two, phase three to pass. Wait that 14-day quarantine and look at the numbers.
I think it's going to be longer than 14 days. I think that phase three, right? By the time phase three comes, I think it could be possibly sometime within August, September, which hopefully the children will be able to go back to school. But even if phase three comes by sooner, it's going to be very, very difficult for a lot of parents out there because if there's no child care or summer program, right, then it will be a little hard to get back into the office. But I really believe phase three is going to come around August, pushing to September.
Yes. So actually, phase two is going to happen in 2 weeks because I already got a message saying, like what you just said, those daycares are opening up. The sports, local sports for the children are opening up in 2 weeks.
Like little leagues, right?
Yes, because Jaden is on, baseball. So I already got the.
We got fans. Hi, fans. We love y'all.
Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day today and every day.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrupt you. we have people saying hi, waving.
So yes, phase two is happening because Murphy already said it. So daycares are opening up, sports are opening up. Let's see after it does happen. Then after that we need to wait that 14-day, maybe a little bit more on the mark, just to see where the numbers are. And according to what the numbers are gonna be, that's when they're gonna decide whether phase three is gonna happen or we need to step it back a little bit.
Right. And, I'm really excited because we had so much plans, right, for Beauty Twins, and we haven't been able to get to it. Working from home is not the same thing, plus being quarantined. For those who don't know, my sister only lives a few blocks away. However, we still have to keep the distance because I do have to go out for essentials, and sometimes I do side hustles, right? And so being that our beautiful mom stays with my sister during this pandemic, we wanted to just make sure everything was as safe as possible for us. So I actually haven't been visiting Molly, and we haven't really been able to do a video, but what I'm looking forward to is being able to finally do vlogs. I can't wait till we do vlogs, till we go to restaurants. I want our fans to let us know, as long as it's within maybe a 25 to 30 mile radius, right? I'm willing to sacrifice 50 miles radius,
Mhm.
right? For our fans to suggest restaurants where we can go and do our review and our vlogs.
Yes, not only that, but we also want to schedule a meet and greet. Now
Right.
with that does come a fee, but we are both gonna be there, and we will have to figure out a location where we can do a meet and greet, meaning we get to meet our close by subscribers, unless you want to travel, um, and we'll be there with open arms.
Absolutely.
We just
And
gotta We just gotta wait a tad bit because of the bugs going on. Do the little scheduling, see what everybody suggests, and we're for it, guys. We're for it. We're here and we're ready, and we want to meet you guys. So
absolutely. And let's not forget that we always do the same thing every single year. 6 months before the birthday, we already start promoting. So we got to start making
yeah.
plans for October. You know, usually I travel for my birthday, right? I
Mhm.
usually like to get away, go to someplace really hot with there's palm trees, beaches, whatever. But you and I know that we're not afraid to demonstrate what our age is, right? We're going to be celebrating the big 4-5.
The big 4-5, four
Yes,
five
which
is the
means
new 2-5.
absolutely, absolutely. And you listen, in a few years after that, officially we'll be half a century old.
Yes, we'll be 50 cents, 50 cents up in here.
Yeah, but you know what though? For 45, we've been blessed to um, be in life at this age. We have lost so many of our loved ones that have been so young and didn't reach, right? Some family members at 16, another one at 21,
Mhm.
the other one at 34. And, we miss them, but we've been blessed to be able to still have, air in our lungs, right? Have life, wake up in the morning and still being here to guide our children, which is our primary priority. But
Mhm.
we look like the other day, someone thought and said, "Hey, are you 29, 30?" And I was like, "Thank you, yes, thank you." But no, I'm not. I'm way older than that.
We're 44 years young now. Yeah.
44 years young.
And
Yes.
we have to be thankful because to me, the way that I see things as still a young person with many, many issues of my heart condition, of 6 heart surgeries, 4 hip replacements, and all the stuff. Um, I'm very happy because I feel that I have gotten to do a lot of things and being successful. I didn't reach that level yet because of that, downhill thing that happened with a car accident that I had. But nonetheless, I did get to reach a lot of my goals, and those goals don't stop here. They're still going to
Mm.
continue. They're just a little bit further out in life, not as sooner as I wanted to, but they will be coming because I'm not a quitter, and I'm gonna continue on.
Relentless.
And
We are relentless. And you know what? I have to disagree with you. When you started your career and your hustle and your moves, you were very, very young. You did it way before I even
oh yeah,
started to think about it, right? So when you started to go through all these health issues, believe it or not, you reached a level that it would have taken someone a whole lifetime to do.
oh
So
yeah,
I don't ever want you to think or feel that you've accomplished nothing. In the contrary, you accomplished it very fast early on in time
oh
in your
yeah,
life to
yeah,
be able to lead you where you are today. You are very successful.
yeah.
You're a hardworking woman. You have a great business mindset. Anybody who does business with my sister knows that my sister's nothing but definition of business.
Mm-hmm. And I'm very, very excited because that the empire that I started, I was less than half my age now,
Hmm.
but I'm very excited because I know I just need just a couple of more steps, and that empire is gonna keep going up, up, and up. and I already know it. I feel it. I already know the steps. I know how to do it, and it's gonna happen.
Yep. Declare it. It's
Mhm.
already done. It's
Mhm.
already done. You just have to believe it. You have to envision it. You have to work at it like we talked about before. Keep pushing at it. If
Mhm.
you feel like you've probably taken a step back, know that you can retake that step, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, you know?
And guys, you know what the beauty is? The beauty twins. When one needs to get lifted, the other one is there. And when
Uh,
one needs an advice, the other one is there. Do it
yes.
this way. This way might be better. This way might be better. And so two minds are always better
Yeah.
than one.
Join forces. That's right.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. You
Hmm.
know? Well, anyway, I wanted to check up on you. You
Okay.
know, I'm sorry I haven't visited, but
I'm still here,
um,
guys.
you know, but believe it or not, I've kept myself very busy. I work all day, all night. There was a few weeks ago that for quite a few weeks I was going to sleep around 3, 4 in the morning,
Hmm.
because I was just working that much, keeping myself occupied. But the last few days I've been working on fixing my sleeping schedule that was a little off. But now it's time to start getting myself back on track because so much that we've learned during this pandemic that you and I talked about, and
Hmm.
self-educating ourselves and everything, that is a seed that we have planted. And you all know that when you plant a seed, you don't see the flowers or the fruition immediately. It takes time
Hmm.
for it to grow, right? And I'm so excited because I know that these seeds that we have planted, they're going to grow into something very, very big and something very, very beautiful. So I'm just excited to start getting myself ready for the world.
Yeah.
So you and I can start working on a lot of things that we had
Hmm.
planned and worked on already, and be able to move forward and, just show the world what's the world like when you're a twin. The
Yeah.
world according to twins,
The
you
world
know?
comes to twins. So, guys, those of you that are very curious, just so you know, out of the beauty twins, I am Molly.
And I am Nati. We are
So,
the beauty
beauty
twins.
twins. So when you guys send a DM, you never know who you're gonna get. Is it gonna be me
Me? Or
or
is
is
it
it
going to
gonna be?
be
You
me?
might never know. You might never know. But sure enough, it's either gonna be me or her.
The funny thing about it is that we both have access, obviously, to this account, right, on our devices, right? So randomly we go in and we check, and we have a lot of people that write to us, DM us, whatever, but they always say, hey, how are you? And we'll respond. But we never actually say, by the way, this was Molly
Yes.
responding, or this was Nati responding. And it's just,
Yes.
everybody keeps at a mysterious DMs message. Well, which one
Yes.
is it
That's when
responding
I
right
make
now?
that question. Which one are you? Which one am I talking to? Because I may be awake. I may be awake at 3, 4 in the morning and answer those messages. But I may be asleep and you might be awake and you're answering the message. We like to communicate with
And
our
interact.
followers, with our subscribers, guys. Um, we encourage you to continue DMs and continue the comment down below in our YouTube, and let's keep that communication going, guys. If it's not me, it will be her to answer, but keep that interaction. Ask us questions. What do you want to see? What do you want to hear? Where do you want us to go? Just keep that communication going. And if it's in our reach, we'll do it.
Yes, and what kind of topics you would like us to talk about?
Topics, yes.
Content, right? A challenge, as long as they're nice, good, and clean challenges, right?
Yes, we're up for challenges. You guys, if you guys send us a Hallmark friend mail, we'll give you a shout out. So
Absolutely, yes.
on the YouTube, go on our description box, and over there, you'll get the address where you can send it to. And you will
Yes,
get a shout out.
absolutely. Make sure, guys, go into our Instagram profile page right now, and our YouTube link is posted. Make sure you click on that link, right?
Up there.
The profile, right? The
Yes.
on the bio.
Mhm.
Our YouTube link. Click on that link. YouTube will pop up. Make sure that you click on the subscribe button if you haven't yet, right?
Mhm.
Like our video and share. Simple.
Yes. Share it. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with the world.
Yes. And you know what? We need to talk more because this is something that we've talked many months ago back, actually. And, this pandemic started around February, March, and we haven't been able to even touch the field of um, what's the name of it? You have mentioned it. Giveaways, right?
Yes.
I'm really excited about doing giveaways. Maybe in terms of depending of awareness for lupus or awareness. I don't know exactly what kind of combination we can make, right?
Yeah.
But definitely also awareness
Hmm.
and definitely also meeting some of our subscribers. Like you mentioned earlier, I'm really excited about that.
We're also doing giveaways when we reach our 500 subscriber. We'll do a giveaway when we reach our 1,000
YouTube, because
on YouTube.
Instagram,
Yeah,
we
on
just
YouTube.
recently celebrated 2,000 followers on Instagram. We just
Yes.
recently celebrated, but you're
Hmm.
speaking in terms of YouTube.
On
When we
YouTube.
reach 500 subscribers,
Hmm. Yes, on YouTube.
we
We don't know which way or in which manner we'll do it, whether it be things that we may choose, um, or a gift card. It could be the easiest way, possibly. Um, but there will be possibly either what contests, giveaways, um, random, not only in particular numbers when we say specific numbers, but on the video themselves, we along it could be in the middle of the video, it could be towards the end, it could be in the beginning. We will mention some sort of random giveaway, things that you have to do to in order to enter it. And I'm referring to YouTube. YouTube will randomly choose a winner. We won't physically do it. YouTube does it for us. That way, it is fair to you guys. So keep an eye out for that. Um, and let's just keep it going, guys.
Yes, absolutely. With that being said, it was nice to call in, and connect. I miss everybody out there. Us, the Beauty Twins, have not forgotten of our people, of our subscribers, of our
Yeah,
followers. We
yeah.
love you guys. We thank you for the support. We
Hmm.
thank you for being with us and experiencing this journey that Molly and I have decided to go on. There's so much more that we want to do, so much more that we want to share,
Yeah.
so much more that we want um, just for you guys to be on this journey with us, right?
Hmm.
I know there's no such thing as regrets, right? Like going back and being able to change things, right? But if there's one thing that I could change is to go back when YouTube first started in a garage, and I would have wished I could have started videos then. What a world of a difference it would have made then, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
But it's never too late. It's
No.
never too late.
No.
No, it's never too late. And to be able to reach people and give words of encouragement, positivity, motivation, inspire them,
Advice.
give them guidance, not only just that, but be a leader. A leader is someone that leads by example, right? So these are the things that excite me. These are the things that I want to share, that I want to spread
Yeah.
into the world, right?
Yeah.
Because one day when my time is up, this is how I want to be remembered.
You're writing your story now.
Yeah.
You're living your story.
Yes.
And keep in mind that we are already in history.
You know what's
We're
funny?
already living a history.
I'm
Because in
so
10
happy you
years from
said
now,
that.
hmm?
I'm so happy you said that. And you want to know why? Because recently I put up a post, maybe like a
Hmm.
month, 2 months ago, but something to the effect that make sure writing is very, very big,
Important.
very important, and very powerful. And people don't understand that when you write out your declarations, or you write what you want, or your wishes and your desires, and you write
Yes.
those thoughts down, right?
Hmm.
Ink. You're spelling. And spelling, when you put it ink on paper, is like a spell. You know what spells are, right?
Yeah.
So that was just a random post I had put like a month and a half ago, but they were very powerful because I know the power of writing, right? So the last 2 weeks I was reading this book. Do you see it straight or do you see it?
Straight.
Okay, no, on my end I see it reversed. Do you see this book?
Hold on. It's backwards.
Oh, it is backwards. Okay, so I guess it's just so it's called the Four Agreements, right? And in this book, there's a little piece in this book that touches a topic on writing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But remember, the writing is not just writing; it's also what you say.
Yeah.
And it's very important the way you talk to yourself and the way you talk to other people because you can put yourself and you can put other people into spells without
Yeah.
even knowing it.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you said that writing is very important, right? Spelling. I'm glad that you brought that up because writing and saying words is very possible. Like if you want to do something and you tell yourself, I can't do it. Well, guess what? You can't do it
No.
because you said it. You put
Exactly.
a spell on it.
Because thoughts become reality.
Yes, absolutely.
So positive thoughts give you positive results.
Positive outcomes. So when you tell yourself, I can do this, or when you tell somebody that may have doubts about whatever, listen, you're strong, you're smart, you're intelligent, you can do it. You're putting a positive spell on them, and then they're going to feel good about themselves. And they might change their mind and say, you know what? I can do it. Why did I doubt myself? So I'm very glad that you brought that up because this book is very, very powerful. And it's one of the topics it touches base on it. But with that being said,
Yes.
I actually have a project I have to work on. I doing a reference letter for a friend of mine. It was nice catching up.
Yes.
Since we haven't been able to do YouTube videos, I propose that we start doing a little more lives and get
Okay.
our followers and our fans more involved. Throw some questions and don't be shy. And when you ask questions, keep it clean.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
have
If
children.
they become too personal, actually, if they become too personal, we'll just say that's a little too personal. We choose not to answer that question, but be my guest and ask
Uh,
another question.
ask away, right? That's the only way they're going to get to know us as well, right?
So, guys, I'm so glad and so happy to have gotten to see you guys and for you guys to meet us and our voices, our live. And I hope that you guys enjoyed our communication, our positivity, our thoughts, our two minds put into one, guys. How two can be so different as well.
At the
So there
same
you
time,
go.
yeah. All right, guys. Well, Molly, I see you soon. Take care. Whatever you need, call me or text me. I love you. I love the kids. I love everybody.
Yes.
And we'll do this soon, okay?
Bye. Thank you guys for watching. We love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
And the
everyone.
beauty twins are out.
Out.